Welcome to the Headley Highlight Show's Headley Headspaces. The Headspaces are a series of thoughts and musings I have during the course of the week, and I chew all over them and I share them with you. And this week's Headspace is more of a comment as opposed to a muse. It's about the bombing of the last functioning hospital in Gaza, and the plan to ethnically cleanse the Palestinians and the deafening silence by the legacy, corporate and state medias across the piece. Before I jump into this, can I first say thank you to everyone who's been listening to my podcast, my mini podcast, because most of them are mini podcasts. Also to my shorts and my videos, and everyone who's been subscribing to my YouTube channel. I have 1,040 subscribers, which is absolutely marvelous. Do jump over and subscribe, press the notification bell, and I'll be delivered directly into your inbox, which is fabulous, darling. And in addition to that, you can also make a donation at my website, which is denisehedley.com, which is incidentally the same name as my YouTube channel. And there you might want to buy me 3 wings and chips and a Miranda, or you may wish to buy me a rice, peas and chicken from my local Caribbean shop, washed down with a fruit punch and a slice of cake. So let's jump straight into it. And like I said, this is more a bit of a commentary as opposed to a headspace. I just didn't want it to go unmarked on my show because of what's taken place there. So on Palm Sunday, which was last week Sunday, which is which signifies the beginning of Holy Week for those who follow the Christian religion, and also that Jerusalem is the capital of Palestine. It's their holy land. Forget the conversations. It's theirs because they were there first, and that was their city beforehand. So let's not be pedantic over that. But the point is, excuse me, Israel on Palm Sunday bombed the last fully functional hospital in Gaza. And they also killed 21 people, including children, in that attack. I wonder, did you hear that monologue on any of the LBC commentators during the course of this week? And I think the crickets will be an indication that that's a very large no. The hospital, which provides critical care, happened early in the morning at Ahli Hospital in Gaza City. The attack affected over 100 patients and dozens of staff, and one girl died during the evacuation. The hospital, which is run by the Episcopal Diocese of Jerusalem, they also condemned the attack. Unlike none of the bishops you heard in this country, none of the deacons. Where was the archbishop? Well, do they actually have anything to say about it? You know, the church is exceptionally mute on the massacre of the children. But then again, you know, they like that idea of suffer the little children. So I don't think there's too many issues around that. Israel's policy of effectively destroying every single health facility in Gaza has rendered the country without any health services, despite the fact that the people are experiencing a genocide via starvation, as articulated by the ICJ, and the warrants that haven't been enforced by the International Criminal Court and everybody else around, welcoming Mr. Netanyahu on foreign visits. Despite the fact that the attack breached international law, as hospitals have special protection under international law, along with education facilities, because every single university, every single school in Gaza has been destroyed. It's just rubble. Those things effectively are what you call, it's a form of genocide, because now nobody can go to school. So you affect the culture indelibly for generations. You know, these things are crimes against humanity, but who cares about that? Where was the worldwide condemnation from our religious leaders, the so-called Christian ones, who saw this attack on Palm Sunday? When you were standing up at the pulpit giving your sermon and rendition, did you mention the fact that this had happened on Palm Sunday in the effectively the capital of the birthplace of Jesus? No? Okay. In addition to this, the other plan that Israel has been working on, where there has been a deafening silence, is that coupled with destroying all of the education facilities, destroying all of the health facilities, destroying at least 15% of the Gazan population, the Palestinian population in Gaza, there is now a plan to ethnically cleanse. Yes, that's what it is. It's not relocation. It's not movement. It's forced movement, ethnic cleansing, movement based on your ethnicity. Those, as I understand it, Palestinians, the 2.4 million of them, they're going to be encouraged to go to Syria. Yes, that's right. Didn't you know that? Don't forget what happened when Gilani seized Syria and Syria effectively fell to the new, what's his name now? I think they're referring to him as a modified terrorist. He's now been welcomed. He's got money from David Lammy. You know, he saw members of the European Union. Anyway, Gilani took over from Bashir when he left. Or should I say he was kind of booted out because his country was vacillated. You know, go back to my previous Headspaces and I discussed that there. But essentially, Israel ran in and got more of the Golan Heights and all that surrounding area. So their plan now is to effectively decant the Palestinians from Gaza to that section, to that area. Because let's face it, Egypt's not taking them. You know, Egypt says, look, we're not on that no more. So that's potentially where they're going. They're going to Syria. Now, just think about the logistics of moving 2.4 million people. I mean, how do you do that? How many cars do you need? How many Ubers would you need to do that? How many buses, trains? And what happens if they don't want to move? Do you blow their legs off, shoot them in the face? I don't know, drop white phosphorus on them like you're doing now? I mean, is that the plan? Are we going to just watch that occur also on our For You pages like we have been doing and we continue to do? Anyway, I thought I'd just bring that to your attention. So I don't have any 2 pence because I've kind of just given them to you in a very clear and easily defined way. I don't have any 2 pence on it. I have absolute disgust and shame and despair, if I'm honest, frankly, at the state of our politics, which is just watching another genocide and then paying lip service to it. In fact, we're also even funding it. So what's your thoughts about the fact that Israel has now bombed the last functioning hospital in Gaza? They plan to ethnically cleanse, decant 2.4 million Palestinians to Syria in and around the area where the Golan Heights, which they robbed previously in the 80s, now they've robbed a bit more of the high ground. So now they've got space to just effectively, you know, thank you and good night to the Palestinian people. What do you think about that? Have you heard any of your commentators, news reporters speak about this and do not center Israel's and the state of Israel's governing group as the most important issue when they're discussing it? I mean, you know, where are we on this? It just seems to have gone into the long grass while we look at other things, while we're spending time and being told to hate Mr. Trump or hate Mr. JD Vance or to hate China or to hate Mr. Putin, or who else is there? Probably the leader of Vietnam and anyone who doesn't agree with us. You know, is that what we're doing now? More than anything else? Why don't you let me know? Because at this moment I'm feeling somewhat despondent. But at the same time, I just think we need to do something other than just, observe. What are your thoughts? Give them to me, please. Share. I really would like some thoughts on it. I need inspiration and I need a total pickup on this entire subject, because it just seems to be an endless cycle of descent into more and more lack of humanity. Don't forget to make a donation as well, as I seek to cheer you up after that rather concerning monologue stroke comment. Don't forget to make a donation at DeniseHeadley.com. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at DeniseHeadley.com of the same name. And you can come to my show every Friday, which is live on X at 8 p.m. GMT, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for your listening here, and I look forward to your comments. And cut!